Hey, what's good guys? I'm going to show you an extremely powerful Sharpnel build with a simple and quick explanation on how it works. The DPS can go over 400k with many different buffs active, which we usually don't get, but the normal DPS with only bullseye, no food, drink, deviation, and lone X buff, I'm still hitting about 150k. And there's an auto reload version of this build. As you can see, I'm one clipping pro treant while having almost full mag. I'm going to show you the best in slot mod combinations with different calibrations so you can make the most out of your Sharpnel build with the items you have right now. Alright, let's jump into the build details. Our main weapon for this video is Lost Valor. I've recently made a perfect build video on the Sharpnel LMG with different mods and gears. I'd recommend you watch that after this video. So Lost Valor got a rework in the Lost update, and you can also read the weapon feature, but simply put, it works best with a crit build, and the more you crit, the more Sharpnel you'll trigger and the more damage you'll deal. I'll quickly explain how Sharpnel damage works. So Sharpnel is basically your main bullets fragments hitting different other body parts of your target, capable of dealing crit damage and weak spot damage, which is great. Only downside is longer the range, lower the damage. You can maximize the Sharpnel damage in 3 ways by using the unique key armors made only for Sharpnel build. Number 1, by increasing the amount of body parts the Sharpnel can hit. Number 2, by increasing the amount of sharpnels you can trigger. And number 3, massively increasing the sharpnel damage while limiting the body parts it can hit. And as you can see, the gas dye helmet got a massive buff in the Lost update. Also, it's better than purple beret as it's a gold armor providing more health and psi intensity, which increases the damage of your deviation. Alright, that was a brief explanation of Sharpnel. Feel free to ask any question in the comment. For weapon attachments, I'm using these to have a balanced accuracy and stability, but you can go for more accuracy if you want. For ammo, I mainly use tungsten AP rounds, but for this video, I'm using smart rounds for slightly higher DPS. For calibration, I tested with rapid shot and precision style, both having double crit rate. Now, the rapid shot rifle was made with a 6-star blueprint, but even with the same blueprint level, it can still slightly out DPS the precision rifle. Both calibrations are fine. Rapid shot can proc sharpnel faster, giving you a higher burst damage but lower DPM or damage per mag. You can also go with heavy calibration for sustained DPS. So for our secondary weapon, we have 3 options. Crossbow gives us the maximum DPS by globally increasing the crit rate, but it's annoying to use. Bingo Sniper is pretty good, but I mainly use Wildfire Pistol, great for crowd control, and if possible, use any rapid shot calibration with your secondary weapons. And for the crossbow, use the portable style for faster switching. For the new players, these secondary weapons can mark the target and inflict the bullseye debuff, so it will receive more damage. For the melee weapon, I'm using the Lone X, which triggers Fortress Warfare with the heavy attack. And if you're using the right Cradle perks, you'll get a nice damage boost from that. I'll talk about that later. For the armors, I'm using 4-piece Lone Wolf for higher crit rate and crit damage, and 1-piece Bastille for 10% more weapon damage. And you already know why I'm using the gas dyed helmet. Alright, now the most important part of the video. Your build is as good as your mods, and you need to figure out the perfect mod combination for your build to get the most out of it. Let's start with the mask mod first. Trigger Strike with the violent suffix is the best one out of the 3 options. And for the attributes, just like this mod, you want crit damage, weapon damage, and damage against great ones or elite enemies. I have tested Sharpnel Carnage and Explosive Sharpnel with different build setups, but Trigger Strike has the highest DPS. For the top, I'm using the blue mod for more crit rate and crit damage, but I also use Rejuvenating Violent for the auto healing effect, which is especially good if you're using Slow and Steady mod for the shoes. Utility wise, the best mod for your shoes in most situations would be Covered Advance, of course with the violent suffix, but in certain scenarios, Slow and Steady is better, like when you're shooting Manibus or Chaos Weaver from a safe place. I use Slow and Steady if I'm with a group, and Cover Advance when I solo. It just needs some management, like you need to drink malt ale to prevent sanity loss, and use the Rejuvenating mod to stay at full health, and use the Canine Skull Deviation to take the aggro away from you. For your pants, use Deadshot Violent. Now the complicated part. The mod for your headgear depends on your weapon mod and your gloves mod. You have 2 options, Momentum Up and Faithful Strike. And similarly for your gloves, you have 2 options, Crit Boost and Crit Amplifier. Now I got the highest DPS when I used Faithful Strike with Crit Amplifier, and almost same DPS with Momentum Up and Crit Boost. But changing to any different combination gave me noticeably lower DPS. So I've made this rough note of the DPS differences with different mod combinations, which might be different for you depending on the attributes on your mods. So I'd suggest testing them on your own, and this is also related to your main weapon mod. So we have three options, and I get the highest DPS from Sharpnel Smash with Sharpnel Suffix. It increases the damage and crit rate of our Sharpnels. All my mods have violent suffix except for this one, and you cannot get this from dungeons. You need to fight Manibus or Chaos Weaver for this type of suffix. Plus you can also get it from mod conversion. Maximum Sharpnel crit damage can be 25%. Option number 2 is Sharpnel Souvenir Violent. With this you'll have lower burst DPS but higher sustained DPS and higher damage per clip. It's great for situations where you can hunker down and keep shooting. But Sharpnel Smash is better when you have to quickly spray one mag while running around and dodging incoming attacks. Option number 3 is Shatter Them All Violent, and it works better with a different headgear, which is Beret, as it increases the number of body parts your sharpnels can hit. But I simply got better DPS with Sharpnel Smash and Gaslight Helmet. And for all the secondary options I've showed before, I'm using the same Bullseye mod, and for the melee weapon I'm using Final Territory Fortress Warfare. Another thing that can boost your DPS is using a particular animal hide for crafting your mask. I'm using normal wolf hide, but you can no-life this and keep scanning animals till you get what you want. I'll show you my Cradle perks, which you can just copy, but it might be slightly different for you if you're on a different server. For the food and drink, I use canned meat to increase my shrapnel damage by 25% and malt ale to protect my sanity, and both are super easy to get. But you'll get more DPS from crummy bread, mixed fried hot dog, and fried fish with C-Bus, which gives you a 10% attack speed as a secondary food buff. As for my deviation, I'm using Canine Skull. I have a level 5 one, which gives me slightly higher weapon damage only against the target it's biting, but I use this one as it comes with two awesome traits: Growing Pains 3, meaning it will stay out longer, and Crack Shot, which gives me 5% global weapon damage against everything. So if you're grinding for this deviation, watch out for these two traits. Alright, if you have any question or advice for me, leave a comment below and leave a like to make my day. Have a good one, guys.